Today, it is the symbol of Paris. A tower printed on postcards, filmed in love stories, and recognized almost anywhere in the world. But the Eiffel Tower was not built to last forever. It was created for a World's Fair, planned as a temporary giant. And for years, some of Paris's most influential voices wanted it gone. So how did a tower Paris, nearly erased, become the image the world remembers? In 1889, Paris was preparing to show the world what the future could look like. The city was hosting the Exposition Universelle, a World's Fair built to celebrate industry, science, and modern progress. At the center of it all stood a structure unlike anything Paris had ever seen. An iron tower rising more than 300 meters above the city. To some, it was a miracle of engineering. To others, it looked like a machine had been dropped into the heart of Paris. But whether people loved it or hated it, one thing was clear. The Eiffel Tower had done exactly what it was built to do. It made the world look up. But not everyone saw progress. For some of Paris's artists and writers, the new tower was not a symbol of the future. It was an interruption. A giant iron frame rising above a city famous for stone facades, elegant boulevards, and carefully balanced beauty. To them, the tower looked unfinished, industrial, almost aggressive. It did not blend into Paris. It challenged Paris, and that was the point where admiration turned into argument. But the argument was only part of the story. The Eiffel Tower had a much bigger problem. It was temporary. When it was built for the 1889 exposition, Eiffel was given the right to operate the tower for 20 years. After that, the structure would belong to the city of Paris, and its future was uncertain. It could be taken apart, removed from the skyline, reduced from a world-famous landmark to a memory of a fair. The tower did not need admiration to survive. It needed a reason. And Eiffel understood something important. Beauty could be debated, but usefulness could save the tower. So he turned the Eiffel Tower into more than a monument. It became a laboratory above Paris. From its height, scientists could study wind, weather, air pressure, and the movement of signals through the sky. Eiffel encouraged experiments that gave the tower a purpose beyond tourism. Then came the technology that changed everything: wireless communication. The tower's height made it valuable as a radio antenna, sending and receiving signals far above the rooftops of Paris. Suddenly, the iron structure critics had called useless became useful, strategic, scientific, necessary. And that usefulness gave the tower something it had never truly had before: a reason to stay. But the tower did not only serve science. High above Paris, Gustave Eiffel kept something far more personal. A private apartment hidden inside the tower's upper levels. It was not a grand palace. It was quiet, elegant, almost impossible. A room above the city with wooden furniture, books, a piano, and windows looking out over Paris. While critics argued below, Eiffel had created a place above them all, a private world inside the monument they wanted removed. And from that room, the temporary tower must have felt very different, not like a mistake, but like a future Paris had not yet learned to see. In the end, the Eiffel Tower survived because it became more than a spectacle. It was no longer just a temporary attraction from a world's fair. It had become useful, scientific, strategic. And slowly, the tower Paris debated, criticized, and nearly lost became impossible to imagine without. Today, people do not look at the Eiffel Tower and see a temporary structure. They see Paris. But hidden behind that familiar silhouette is a different story, a story of doubt, resistance, reinvention, and survival. The tower Paris almost erased became the image the world remembers,